Now to the men. To our wonderful men, sir. Well done, sir. Our leaders. The crowns on our heads. Welcome, sir. Now, a man is a leader. How do you lead? First of all, let me talk about leadership. Because I realize that in Nigeria, we do not know. Let me not waste time. And I don't want to go through being induced, through the pain of being induced. Let me just go straight to CS. Because why not? Now, I know that there are some people that maybe CS, maybe because of financial reasons, they don't want to do CS. I understand that CS is more expensive. That is a different conversation. I can understand that maybe because of money, because of finances, because it's more expensive, you don't want to do it. That's a different conversation. But doing it, saying that you cannot do it just to show one stupid strength. I didn't want to say that word, but it's annoying. It's annoying. Just because you want to show strength. Show strength to who? Show strength to who? Now, she said her second baby, when she, because, elective, she said she had a friend, a millennial. What do we call this, our age? This between 30 to 45 millennials was telling her that why have you opted for elective? Go and cancel it. Why? Auntie, why? Why? You are telling somebody to go and cancel a plan that she decided to do by herself just because you still have a backward thinking. Just because you still have a very backward mentality. We've left you behind, auntie. It's really, really sad that this is still happening at this age and time. In case you don't know, maybe it's because of lack of better words. That when somebody asks you that what are the you want to ask, why are you even asking anybody how they gave birth? You want to mention 2 types of delivery. Well, I say people should write, like, if you're watching me, what are your answers? If you've said normal and CS, maybe not intentionally. The word is not called normal. The word is called vaginal birth. So there are 2 types of child delivery that I know of. There are 2 of them. One is vaginal birth and the other is via CS. There is nothing like normal or abnormal or whatever it is you want to call it. There is nothing like that. Now to the men. To our wonderful men, sir. Well done, sir. Our leaders. The crowns on our heads. Welcome, sir. Now, a man is a leader. How do you lead? First of all, let me talk about leadership. Because I realize that in Nigeria, we do not know the true meaning of leadership. Yes, we feel that leadership, you can imagine somebody in the position of a chairman, of a governor. In your head, you just feel, that the position is to show power that you have arrived. No. My daddy of blessed memory, because my dad was a civil servant before he died. My daddy will say, I'm a civil servant. He will emphasize on that servant. He will say, I am to serve the people and not the other way around. I learned the true meaning of leadership from him. That leadership is not to gallivant, is not to press on people's necks. You are a servant to the people. And when he mentioned this, I realized that the leaders in Nigeria, do they actually know the true meaning of leadership? In Nigeria, a governor will do road. We'll even be thanking the governor for doing the road when that is his job. What is his job before? We'll be thanking him. Baba oh, Baba oh, Baba oh. Oluwada Baba si. Please, what is his job? Oh? And because of this mentality, I do honestly feel that leadership should be taught in schools in Nigeria, because we do not know the meaning of leadership. Now, to our men, you're our leader. You know, these people say, oh, there's a fight with gender, there's gender wars and everything. Me, I'm not bothered. I don't want to be the leader. I'm okay with being the neck. Because as a leader, there's a lot of responsibility that you have. Now, back to the matter. My question to the men is that when your wife has just put to bed, has just given birth and she's at home, what do you think your roles are as a man? If you're a man watching this, if you can answer it in your mind, what are your roles? What are you supposed to do as a man? Because I really do not understand the reason why a woman will be going through so much due to childbirth, and that woman has a leader in the house, has a crown on her head in the house, and the mother-in-law of this man will be bullying the wife. Yes, it is bullying. It is bullying. So you as a man, as the leader of the house, where are you when your mother or your sisters or members of your family are bullying your wife, are saying all sorts of things to your wife? Where are you? As a leader and as the head of the house, when your wife puts to bed, you should be around her. You should be following her and watching her like a hawk. Be her protector. It is not time for you to go and drink outside. Be sniffing. Be sniffing your nose around. And be trying to watch body languages, body reactions. Watch what is being said to your wife. Okay, let's accept that you go to work and you are not there when things are being said to your wife, right? Because paternity leave is usually maybe 2 weeks. That's if you have any. Do a background check. When you come home at night, ask your wife, my love, how was your day today? Hope there was no scratch. Well, hope there's no scratch on your body. Hope nobody did anything to you. Even before your wife opens her mouth to talk. Because to be honest, as a wife, it's even difficult to say, oh, your mother did this, your mother said this, because we don't know how you're going to take it. Some women will just keep it to themselves and start acting out. Because an additional stress has been added to the stress of birthing a child. Ask. Even if it's not every day, every 2 days, every 3 days. My dear, hope there's no problem. How has been your day? Hope everything is all right. Hope nobody has hurt you. And it's not just asking, you act accordingly. It's not just to ask and be quiet, because a lot of you men, you are a man, because of balls, because you have balls. That's the reason why you're a man. But when it is time to use those balls, you are nowhere to be found. When you go for pregnancy scan after 6 months to check the gender of your baby, What they usually check is balls and penis. Mark, please. Yes, that's the difference. So once the doctors see that, they declare the child a boy. So that is the reason why you're a man. But when it is time to make use of your balls and speak for your wife, you are nowhere to be found. Nobody is saying you should go to your family members and be fighting with them. No. Sit them down. School them. Call them and say, Mommy, Auntie me, the world has evolved more than this. Say it in a calm manner, in such a way that it will not come back to come and bite your wife, because they can start giving her funny attitude that she came to report. Have it as a conversation. Use wisdom. That is why you are the head of the house. Use wisdom. Don't wait till your wife is crying, and is sad. Please. There's a lot of stress that comes with motherhood. Can the men do their job? Please do your job. As our leader, do your job. Please. We've accepted that the older generation of women to make use of your balls and speak for your wife. You are nowhere to be found. Nobody is saying you should go to your family members and be fighting with them. No. Sit them down. School them. Call them and say, Mommy, Auntie me, the world has evolved more than this. Say it in a calm manner, in such a way that it will not come back to come and bite your wife, because they can start giving her funny attitude that she came to report. Have it as a conversation. Use wisdom. That is why you are the head of the house. Use wisdom. Don't wait till your wife is crying, and is sad. Please. There's a lot of stress that comes with motherhood. Can the men do their job? Please do your job. As our leader, do your job. Please. We've accepted that the older generation of women are the people who have gotten us to this point. Yes. And I'm so grateful for this generation of women. Hey, sometimes when I'm reading comments online, my head is always swelling that this generation of women, our self-esteem, oh my goodness, is top notch. I'm always so excited. I'm always so happy. Sometimes I'm like, did we do August meeting anywhere? Women are standing up for themselves now. And I'm loving it. They say women don't support women. It is not from this generation. It has been from the past generation. It has been from our mother's generation. Because it's the mothers that will frustrate the life out of a newborn or of a new mother instead of supporting her. Why? Why? The older generation of women are the ones that have gotten us to this point. And I'm not even sorry to say. And that is a fact. The older generation of women are enablers of bad behavior, especially with men. Enablers of bad behavior. Double standard. You don't measure both genders with the same moral compass. Tell me the reason why you will have a boy and a girl. The boy will be playing football or playing game in the sitting room, and it's the girl you will call to come and stay with you in the kitchen. Why? Why? You see, me and my mother, me and her, we used to have conversation. So if I see that there's something that she has, these their old views or mentality, I will say, Mommy, see, it is not like this. Things have changed. I will sit my mommy down and we will have a proper conversation. Proper, respectful conversation. I'm not saying you should go and disrespect your body. Have a proper conversation. Make them see reasons why things are different now. Why things should be done differently. I can remember my mom. She had this their opinion. This older generation opinion. So it was a different... So I had a different point of view. I had to tell my mommy, I said, Mommy, see, this is your generation. You are the one that have gotten us to this point. She was looking at me. I said, yes. And the funny thing is, you don't realize that this thing that you people are doing, enabling men, you don't know that it's like you shooting yourself in the foot. You think you're doing another woman. No, you're doing yourself. Yes. You are doing yourself. I had to tell my mom. I'll use this as a story. My mom lost my dad. I lost my dad. My mom lost her husband. Let me say this as a story. She lost her husband like at the age of... She was in her 50s, right? If you ask me, 50s is a long time to stay without a partner, because loneliness and depression, the way it will hit you. Oh, I told my mom, I said, Mommy, you lost your husband a long time ago. In as much as I would have loved you to remarry, find another person to get married to, I know you wouldn't want to. Not because you don't want to. Well, I don't know her mind. Not because you don't want to, but because society has boxed you people, you women, or we women, in that box where you cannot spread your wings and fly. I'm very sure you're bothered about what people will say. You're bothered about, what will society say? That I went to marry somebody else. So therefore, you will just stay like that. You will just stay like that. Even though you wish for another life. If reverse was the case, and my dad lost you at that age, well, I don't know. I don't want to say, because that is not the situation. But judging by society, his family would have brought one Opeke to come and meet him, to come and be his wife. Yes. Men remarry 3 months. Once they start seeing you with another woman, that's normal. But if it's the woman that killed the man, why? And my mom had to, she took a step back. I was like, hey, good Bessie. My mom went to our hometown. She was saying this. She was talking about women supporting women, how we don't support each other and how it affects us. I said, yes, good. When she was telling me what she was saying when she went to the village, I was like, that's good. That's good. That's really, really good. So it's the same way. You men should sit your mothers down. You have a lot of work to do. Sit them down. Speak to them. It's not their fault that they have that mentality. That is what they grew into. But then, with your soft words, with your wisdom, you can change their mind. Make a happy home. Build a happy home. One thing was on my mind. And that thing is that you can imagine if when my friend asked me that question that sounded very innocent, when she asked me how I had my babies, and I unconsciously said, oh, I had a very normal child delivery, how would I have looked to her? It would have been so sad. She would have put me in the same box with everybody, even though it might have just been a slip of tongue, to be very honest, because these words are words that we just throw around by nature of the environment that we found ourselves in. So the moms that have done CS as well, this is also for you. A woman that says it, that says, oh, normal delivery, it does not necessarily mean that this woman is trying to look down on you. It might just be a lack of better word, or it might just be a slip of tongue. So if a woman has said this, I know there might not be enough time to engage such a woman, but then have more conversation about it before you now finally conclude that this person is also in that category. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. So that is why we're doing this video. We're going to be trying to create an awareness that please do not do not say normal delivery. You know, there are two types of delivery: the vaginal birth and then CS. Those are the two types. It is not the normal and CS. So by the way, my mom she's over 70. She's a very beautiful woman. If you have a widower, a divorcee that is very handsome, that is very good looking, because my mom has taste too, and she's over 70 like this. She has, you know, she has standard. So if you have a very good man, handsome, has money, please let me know. With good character, oh, please. With very good character, of course. Very, very good character. You know, calm, gentle, handsome, rich man for my mom. Do let me know. Inbox me.